Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the Everton News Daily. According to reports, Everton will test Chelsea's resolve on Zouma in the summer and try and bring him in as a permanent signing. Zouma has played a lot of football this season, obviously brought in on the transfer deadline day in the summer on loan from Chelsea. Has been an okay player this season. I wouldn't say he was absolutely amazing. He's partnered Michael Keane more than not. Hasn't played that much with Mina. Obviously, he suspended the next game against Cardiff, and Everton are hoping to bring him in. Obviously, the Chelsea situation slightly muddies the water. I'm sure Zouma would like to think that he could try and get back into the team with his parent club, but with the axe maybe set to fall on another manager at Chelsea, I suppose, for him, if he doesn't know who's going to be the next manager and thinks that he has to impress another manager, he might think that coming to Everton might be the safe bet for the time being. Chelsea may or may not put a clause, a buyback clause, which is what they do with a lot of their young players. Not that Zouma is exactly young anymore, but that might be the way they look at it. But it certainly seems that Everton want to bring him in permanently. What do you think? What are your thoughts on it? I'm a little bit mixed on it because I think he's been okay this season, but I still don't think he's the player we necessarily need. I've not been bowled over by him, and I still think we need a leader at centre back. So, but he's a good player. But we've got Keane and we've got Mina, who are already permanent players. So if you're gonna have three, and then there's obviously Mason Holgate doing well at West Brom, although his position so far while on loan has been at right back. So I'm sure Phil Jagielka will be moved on from the club in the summer. So there's definitely space for two more centre backs, I imagine, and again, depending on will Michael Keane stay at the club, we'll have to wait and see. But it seems that that's what Everton are interested in doing. As Everton try and tie down one defender has left the club. Tyias Browning has left the club and gone to China. He's gone to play in the Chinese Super League. He is signed for Guangzhou Evergrande. I hope I haven't butchered that pronunciation, but he signed. It was mooted back in early part of January that he was set to leave. I think there might have been. I think he may have gone on trial. Fabio Cannavaro is the manager there. I mean, if you want to learn how to defend, that is the man you learn from. An absolutely incredible centre back who wasn't the tallest player, but somehow was absolutely just an incredible centre back and captain, and obviously led Italy to the World Cup in 2006. So he's going to be learning from one of the best there. So. Hasn't had many chances at Everton. Obviously, come onto the scene, about 3 years ago now, when he made cameos at Anfield and Old Trafford, and everyone thought, that was the player for the future. But he's had a few unsuccessful loans. Obviously, he was at Sunderland, I think, last season. Although he wasn't featured on the documentary, he was there. It didn't really work out for him. So, good chance for him to get some football and okay. China mightn't be everyone's cup of tea, but I'm sure he'll develop and earn a bit of money at the same time. Let's be honest. Talking about players on loan, Kieran Dowell has spoken about his move to Sheffield United. He said he spoke to Dominic Calvert-Lewin and he spoke to Phil Jagielka before making the move. Obviously, both players come from Sheffield United. He says he still speaks to Dominic Calvert-Lewin every single day. He spoke to him about the club, about the city, and what it would be like playing there. He's done all right for them. He's not played every game, but he's done okay when he's played. He's been playing wing back, I believe, at times as well. Not only as a number 10. People were saying his performances there were absolutely fantastic. So another player on loan who seems to be doing well as Mason Holgate, who had an assist against for the winner for West Brom against QPR last night. It was straight out of the classic Seamus Coleman, right back getting past the winger. So he helped set up a goal last night. So both players seem to be doing well. Whether that'll be good enough for them to be back into the fold next season, Everton will have to wait and see. But you know, it's good that they're doing well. It's good that they're doing well at the top end of the Championship as well, fighting to try and get in the Premier League, fighting to get those clubs in the Premier League, which is really good as well. So both players doing well as Tom Davies is obviously part of the first team fold at the moment. He's spoken to the Everton website and said that his time out has made him a better player. He thinks he's improved. He think, you know, he's done. He said he thought he's improved a lot, training every single day with better players, and has took his chance once it was presented to him in the last 3 or 4 games. And, you know, playing almost behind the centre forward or certainly the furthest midfielder up the pitch, I think has really helped him and showed people what he's good at, and you know where he can be effective, and hopefully that continues. He's Everton's captain at the moment. If Leighton Baines and Seamus Coleman are not playing, then that'll continue as well. So, you know, we all want to see these young players playing in the first team, whether they're good enough or not. We'll have to wait and see. It's a long journey, but some of them are doing that journey on loan. Some of that people are doing it in the first team. Yeah, and finally, could there be another Cahill at Everton? Tim Cahill's son has been training at Finch Farm, which must be absolutely amazing for him. I think they're based in New York, so I'm sure it's just a little short-term thing. Tim Cahill's been getting some treatment for a hand injury he picked up while playing in Indy. He's been getting that in Manchester, and has been around the club a lot recently. He's obviously been to a couple of games, and there's been pictures of him in Finch Farm and stuff. So it's good to see that the Cahill tradition is following on. We all know Tim is a staunch Evertonian, and he's brought his kids up to be all Evertonians as well. So that's absolutely fantastic, and hopefully training at Finch Farm will seal a bond for his kids who, let's be honest, they've got a lot more alternatives out there to support if they really wanted to. It's great to see Tim bringing them up properly as Evertonians. There you go. This has been the Everton News Daily. There's been absolutely nothing to talk about again, but somehow I have managed to blag about 5 or 6 minutes out of it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.